method of graphical representation of pair of linear equations in two variables, right? No, so how to express the given statement algebraically, then how to solve that algebraic expressions, equations graphically. So you have got the idea. So we discussed 3 example problems related to that pair of linear equations in two variables, and we finished one exercise related to graphical representation of pair of linear equations in two variables. So in this class, we are going to learn one more new topic related to that, again the 3 examples only. So for this class, I'm going to use that again example 1, example 2 and example 3. So you all are having examples now. Yesterday you have got the textbook also. You can keep the textbook with you also. Okay, because we are taking the help of example 1, example 2, example 3 to understand one new topic related to pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, yes, now the page. Okay, if the page is not visible, Ankit, you have give the instruction. So now I think page is
not
visible.
Mataji.
Not visible.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Now it is visible.
Yes, Mataji.
Not visible.
Maji black. Yes, Mataji, visible now.
Now visible.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So it takes time, huh? Now I think it's visible. So our today's topic is graphical method of solution of a pair of equation. Okay, our today's topic is, we are already discussing the graphical method right now. Graphical method of solution of a pair of linear equation. So what is this actually? Method of solution of a pair of equation. So to this topic, I took that examples problem only. Example 1, example 2 and example 3. Example 1. So what is that example 1? Akila's problem. Here I took Akila's problem. Okay, Akila went to a fair. Okay, giant wheel ride, hoopla, playing hoopla. Just recall that Akila's. We got two equations, that is y is equal to 0 and 3x plus 4y which is equal to 20. This no. So we got these two equations together. We call pair of linear equations in two variables. You all know the standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variables, that is plus
Mataji, voice is breaking.
equal to, voice is breaking. Now 1 second, listen. A1x plus b1y is equal to 0. Voice is breaking. Now it's clear. See, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Next 2x y which is equal to 0. The standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variables. Look at one, Akila's problem. We got the variables, that is x minus 2y is equal to 0 and 3x plus 4y which is equal to 20. So you just see the graph of that equation. You all are having the graph equation, no? So graph is it visible, students? Graph is visible. So everybody, you are having the textbook or your notes with you now. Look at that example 1 graph of the example 1. So what type of graph you got here? The lines, intersecting lines you got, intersecting lines, and solution is actually two lines intersect at one common point. That
Mataji,
the
voice is
solution.
breaking.
Voice is breaking. Wow. Are you observing the graph of the Aquila's problem? So Aquila's problem graph, you got the solution 4 and 2, right? No, x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. Yes, look at that graph actually. So you can observe the intersection point 4 comma 2. So now let us move on to our first page. So in the Aquila's problem, x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2 is a solution of the given pair of equations. So we call this x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2 as a solution of the given pair of equations, right? So for this, I want to give one verification. Whether this x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2 is a solution of the pair of equation. Just to take the first equation, x minus 2y is equal to 0. In that, you just substitute x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. Here you just observe x is equal to 4 minus 2 into y value is 2, then 2 into 2 which is equal to 0, then 4 minus 4 which is equal to 0, that means 0 which is equal to 0. Balance, no? LHS is equal to RHS, you got, no? Now take the second equation, 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So then again substitute this x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. So 3 into 4 plus 2, 4 into 2, that is equal to 20. So then 3 4s are 12 plus 4 2s are 8, that is equal to 20. Then 20 which is equal to 20, that is LHS which is equal to RHS we got. So we got the verification, no? X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2 is a solution of the given pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, so verification. After the verification, what we can observe here? So this 4 2. So one second, I'll clear this one. Now you just see here. 4 comma 2 is the only common point. From the graph we can see here, in the graph you can see actually 4 comma 2. 4 comma 2 is the only common point on both the lines. So there is one and only one solution for this pair of linear equations in two variables. So for this graph actually, how many solutions you got actually? One and only one solution. You can call this as unique solution also. Unique in the sense one and only one solution, exact solution. What type of lines you got actually? Intersecting lines. In that unique solution you got, one and only one solution you got. Okay, now let us move on to the second example. Let us move on to the second example now. Look at this second example. Is it visible, Ankit?
Yes, Mataji.
Audible now? Voice is not breaking now?
Yes, Mataji. Audible.
Okay, okay. Example 2. Cost of pencil and eraser. Right now, just recall that example 2 question. Cost of pencil and eraser problem. Just glance that textbook, okay? Directly, I took the equations. Equation 1 is 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. And the second equation is 4x plus 6y which is equal to 18. So just to see the equations, pair of linear equations of the cost of pencils and erasers problem, example 2 problem. 2x plus 3y is equal to 9 and 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. So we observed that. What we observed in the textbook actually. So what type of graph you got actually? See here you have the graph. So you can see the graph. In your textbook also you can see. So we got the graph of that cost of pencil and eraser problem like this. Only one line is visible, no? Where is the another one line actually? Here another one line is also lie on the first line. That means here the lines are called as coincident lines. What we call for these lines actually? Coincident lines. One line lie on the other line. So that's why we can see only one line here. So this is called as coincident lines. Okay, now, so in the coincident lines, we are solution. Which point is called as solution actually? So we observe that every point on the line is common solution to both the equations. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 9 and 4x plus 6y is equal to 18 have infinitely many solutions. So for second example, we got the conclusion that so these two equations are having infinitely many solutions. Once again, I want to show the graph of this cost of pencil and eraser problem. See here, look at this graph actually. One line lie on the other line. So both the lines are coincident lines actually. So that's why only one line is visible here, no? So only one line is visible. One line is coincide with the another one line, in the sense coincide points, that is called as common points. Here you can observe 0, 3. Okay, 0, 3 is common for both the lines. Okay, next to 3, 1. It's a common for both the lines. Then 4.5, 0. This is also common for both the lines. What it indicates actually, so 0, 3 is a solution of this equations. 3, 1 is also solution of this equations. And 4.5, 0 is also solution, called as solution of this pair of linear equations in two variables. Here you can observe this line is continuing up to infinity. It means that actually these pair of linear equations in two variables have infinitely many solutions. You can observe that. So these pair of linear equations in two variables having infinitely many solutions. Once again, let us recall the example 1. There we got actually intersecting lines. In the intersecting lines, we got one and only one solution, that is unique solution. And in the second example, we got coincident lines. In that we got infinitely many solutions. Got the idea of these two cases, no? Can we see the third one? Can we see the third one, Ankit? Yes? Everything is clear?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, yes. Can we see the third? Yes, now let us move on to the third example. After discussing the third example, we'll conclude what we got in the today's class. Okay. Yes. Now, example 3, two rail gadis. Okay. Two rail gadi problem. You just see that equation of the two rail gadi. Okay. That is x plus 2y is equal to 4. First equation is x plus 2y is equal to 4. Then second equation is 2x plus 4y is equal to 12. Okay. So this is the situation of two rail gadis. Then after the graph, so we have finished the graph part also. Graphical representation we have already finished, no? So what type of geographical representation we got for this situation actually? So that I'll show here. See here, this is the graph of the two rail gadis problem, right now. So here we are observing the graph of the two rail gadis problem. Same to same graph, no? You just see your notebook also, and you can see the page also here. What type of lines it is actually? Parallel lines. We got two rail gadi situation when we represent this in the graphical way. We got the two lines, parallel lines, right now? Parallel lines we got. Okay, now you just observe. Is there any common point for these parallel lines, students? Is there any common point for these parallel students? Yes, who is going to give the answer for this question? Harshit? Can I get Harshit? Harshit, Aditya M. Hegade, Aditya,
Yes, Madhudi.
Aditya, is there any common point for these parallel lines, Aditya?
No, Madhudi.
No common point for this. Why no common point? Aditya, is it audible, Aditya? Yes, Anudeep. Anudeep,
Mataji.
Anudeep,
Yes, Mataji.
is there any common point in the third example?
No, Mataji.
Why, Anudeep?
Because they are parallel lines.
Yes, parallel lines definition is the lines
They
which
do not
never
intersect.
each other. Yes, they do not intersect each other in the sense the lines are not having any common point. The lines are not having any common point in the sense, is there any solution, Anudeep, for this problem? Is there any solution?
No, Mataji.
No solution. Then how can we conclude this third example actually? In the first example, we got one and only one solution, right now. And in the second example, we got infinitely many solutions. And now in the third case, that is third example, we are getting actually parallel lines. So we are not getting any common points between the two lines. So that's why this is no solution. How to give the conclusion? So no solution for this case. Two rail ಗಾಡೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೈಲ್ ಗಾಡಿಗಳು ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. They do not cross each other. No solution. So let us conclude this example 3. The situation is represented geometrically by two parallel lines. Since the lines do not intersect at all, the rails do not cross. The rails do not cross. This also means that the equations have no common solution. So it indicates that equations, okay, have no common solution. No common solution. Once again, I'll come from example 1. Let us recall it fast. Example 1. In that, what type of graph we got actually? Intersecting lines. The two lines intersecting each other. In that, we got exactly one common point. One and only one point. That means unique solution. We got unique solution. And let us come to second example. Pencil and eraser example. In that, we got the two lines in the form of coincident lines. In that, we got many in the sense infinitely many common points. That's why for the second situation, we can give the conclusion of infinitely many solutions. Next, third one, two rail ಗಾಡೀಸ್ problem. In that, we got the parallel lines. Two lines are parallel to each other. Here, we are not getting any common point for this. So, we can conclude this as no solution. Okay, no solution. I think you are getting the idea of this topic. Now, little bit I want to move further. 1 second. Yes, now I want to continue this one. Yes, now wait for 1 minute. I think now the page is visible. Yes, page is visible. Ankit,
Yes, Mataji.
page is visible. Ankit,
Yes, Mataji. Visible.
page is visible now. Visible now.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, okay. So now let us give the conclusion for that 3 example problems. So how to give the conclusion? See here, we have few points related to example 1, example 2, and example 3. Let us read one by one. First one, a pair of linear equations. I'll choose the pen. Okay, a pair of linear equations. Here I am reading this first paragraph. A pair of linear equations which has no solution. No solution. Which example? No solution discuss madiddu. A pair of linear equations which has no solutions is called an inconsistent pair of linear equations. So what we call for that equations which has no solution. No solution in the sense example 3, right? No, just now we discussed example 3, two rail gadis problem. For that two rail gadis problem, we got no solution answer, right? No, what we call for that type of pair of linear equations in two variables, do you know? Inconsistent pair of linear equations. Inconsistent. What is the meaning of that inconsistent actually? Asamanjasa. So you can search in dictionary. Asamanjasavaddu yaudu proper alla, samanjasavagiddalla, sariyadaddalla. So what we call for that type of pair of linear equations actually? Inconsistent pair of linear equation. Which type of equations are called as inconsistent pair of linear equations? So which is having no solution. That means parallel lines graph, which is called as inconsistent pair of linear equations. Now, let us move on to the second point. A pair of linear equations in two variables which has a solution is called a consistent pair of linear equations. Now, the second situation, pair of linear equations in two variables which has a solution. Solution idre. What we call for that type of pair of linear equations in two variable? Consistent. Samanjasavadaddu. Consistent pair of linear equations. Now, you have two options, right? No? For the two situation, you got solution. First one is intersecting lines. First problem, Akhila's problem also you got one solution. And the second problem, pencil and eraser problem also you got many solutions. Now, that type of pair of linear equations are called as actually consistent pair of linear equations. Now, in that one specification is there. Consistent ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಯಾವುದದು ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ಲಿ ಮೆನಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು, ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಎ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ equivalent has infinitely many distinct common solutions. Such a pair is called dependent pair of linear equations. See here one more concept, that is dependent pair of linear equations. First of all, we have to think dependent pair of linear equations, whether it is a consistent or inconsistent. It's consistent actually. Solution ide and takshana adu consistent pair of equations, okay na? One solution idre adana just consistent pair of equations ant heli mention madbeku. If it is having infinitely many solutions, then it is called as dependent, okay na? Dependent pair of linear equations. Dependent pair of linear equations. So note that a dependent pair of linear equation is always consistent. Note it, okay? Dependent pair of equations nu kuda nav enanta karitivi? Consistent antane karitivi. Now we got three properties, right? First one, let us come from the Akhila's problem. Now I'll ask the question to you. Akhila's problem, in that we got actually intersecting lines. For that intersecting lines, we got exactly one solution, unique solution, right? No, what type of equation it is? What type of equations it is? What we call for that type of equations? Yes, who is going to give the answer? Can I get the answer from Shreya? Shreya,
Yes,
are you there?
Mataji.
Yes, Shreya, what we call for that type of pair of linear equations which has one solution?
Consistent pair of linear equations.
Very good. Consistent pair of linear equations. Okay, very good. Next, second question. If the pair of linear equations is having infinitely many solutions, then what we call for that type of equations? Chaya, Chaya, are you there? Bhumika, Vaishnavi,
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Vaishnavi. Second question. Second question is, if the pair of linear equations in two variables is having infinitely many solutions, then what we call for that type of pair of linear equations in two variables?
Dependent pair of linear equations in two variables.
Yes, very good. Dependent pair of linear equations. Okay. Now the last question is, if the pair of linear equations is not having any solution, in the sense no solution, then what we call for that type of equations? Kritika, yes, Kritika, Prerana,
Yes, Mataji.
yes,
Yes,
Prerana,
Mataji.
are you ready? What we call for that type of equations which is having no solution?
Inconsistent pair of linear equation.
Yes, very good. Inconsistent pair of linear equations. I think everybody got the idea of this topic, no? Consistent and inconsistent. Okay. So we have two category of pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay. So if the pair of equations is having solution, then such type of equations are called as consistent solution. And next to, if it is not having solution, then it is inconsistent. And in the consistent one is, that is infinitely many solution. If the pair of linear equations in two variables is having infinitely many solutions, then the such a type of equations are called as dependent pair of linear equations. Okay. So dependent pair of linear equation. Let us conclude this one points. Okay. So that is first point. It is your textbook photo. The lines may intersect in a single point. In this case, the pair of equations has a unique solution called as consistent pair of equations. Once again, repeat that statement, students. Very important topic. Okay. The lines may intersect in a single point. Okay, single point. In this case, pair of equations has unique solution. In the bracket, you can observe that is consistent pair of equations. Okay. Now, let us come to the second point. In the second point, the lines may be parallel. If the lines are parallel, in this case, the equations have no solution. Lines parallel idre en baratte? No solution. So what we call for that type of equation? Inconsistent pair of equations. Okay. Now the third one, if the lines may be coincident. In this case, the equations have infinitely many solutions. In the bracket, you can observe dependent. Dependent is also consistent. Keep it in mind, okay? Dependent pair of equations are also consistent pair of equations. Okay, na? So, especially this coincident lines having infinitely many solutions, this is called as dependent pair of equations. Got the idea of this topic, no, students? Yes. So I think you have got the clear picture of this consistent pair of linear equations and inconsistent pair of linear equations. Now, so let us move on to another one small topic. Okay, na? So once again, in tomorrow's class also, again I'll repeat this one. Still now we have time. That's why I want to discuss this with one table. Okay. So you all know the standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variables. What is that standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variable? A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. Here you can observe. Okay, na? So what you can observe? A1. What is this A1 actually? Coefficient of x. What we call for this x actually A1? A1 is nothing but coefficient of x. Next, what is B1 here? B1 is coefficient of y. B1 is coefficient of y. Next, C1 is constant. C1 is constant. Okay. Yes. Next one. Second equation. What is the standard form of the second equation? Is plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. 2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Here A2 value is again coefficient of x in the second equation, coefficient of y in the second equation, C2 constant term in the second equation. Okay. Yes. 1 second, students. Yes, this is the last page. I think now you are getting your screen. Yes, can anyone reply me? Visible? Now the page is visible?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Okay, now we'll end the class by discussing this one small table actually. So example 1, example 2 and example 3. In that we got 3 different situations right now. So first one, intersecting lines. For that intersecting lines, exactly one solution, that is unique solution. So that type of pair of linear equations are called as consistent pair of linear equation. And in the second example, we got coincident lines. In that infinitely many solution. For that infinitely many solution called as dependent pair of linear equation. In the third railgadi situation, we got parallel lines. In that no solution, so inconsistent pair of linear equations. Okay, now we have to represent this in the box actually. So by comparing the ratios, also we can give the clear picture of that whether the lines are intersecting without plotting the graph ಹಾಕ್ದೇನೆಯ ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಬರೋ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರತ್ತೋ, ಕೋಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರತ್ತೋ, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿರತ್ತೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವೇ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಗೆ ಬರಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ಕೋಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ರೈಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ಟು find out actually, so that we have to discuss again. First problem you just take x minus 2y is equal to 0. I'll take first one, x minus y which is equal to 0, and second equation 3x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So there actually 3x plus 4y minus equal to 0 is there. So I took it in the form of x minus 2y is equal to 0, first equation, and 3x plus 4y is equal to 20, second equation. We are discussing a1, b1, c1 value, a2, b2, c2 value. No, here a1 is nothing but coefficient of x. So here in the first equation, coefficient of x is nothing is there in the sense coefficient of x is 1 actually. B1 coefficient of y. B1 is coefficient is -2. So because in the standard form, plus sign is there. A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. But here you are having negative sign. That's why while choosing B1, you have to take -2. Okay. A1 is 1. B1 is equal to -2. Then is 0. Here constant term is 0. This is for the first equation. Now, for the second equation, we have to take A2. 2 is 3 and B2 is 4. B2 is 4 and C2 is plus 20. How to choose A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2? Got the idea, no? For every equation, you have to follow this one. Okay, now I'm going to clear this page. Okay, now look at this table. Comparing the ratio. This A1 by A2 and here B1 by B2 and here C1 by C2. Just look at this. Okay, A1, the first column, you can observe ratio of A1 and A2. First equation, first term coefficient, and the second equation, first term coefficient, they are comparing the ratios A1 by A2. And in the second, observing B1, B2, B1 by B2. And in the third column, you are observing C1 by C2. Okay. So now, in the first equation, this equation, x minus 2y is equal to 0 and 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. In that, you just observe A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. What result you will get actually? Let us substitute. A1 is actually here. Then A2 is here 3. A2 is 3. A1 by A2 you got. Now, let us move on to B1 by B2 column. B1 by B2. B1 value is and B2 value is plus 4. Minus 2 by 4 you got. Next, C1 by C2. C1 and C2 is minus 20. Minus 20 you got. So, are you any relationship
Mataji, voice is
between
breaking.
Voice is breaking.
Yes, Mataji.
Page is visible now.
Yes, Mataji. Page is visible.
Visible, but voice is breaking. For everyone, same problem. Just I want to continue for last 2 to 3 minutes. Again tomorrow
Now it
in
is
the
audible, Mataji.
audible.
Now it is audible.
Okay. So no need to worry about this topic. And how tomorrow we are going to explain the same table in the class also. Okay. Just for this class, I'll conclude this one. Okay. Now look at this. A1 by A2 ratio is 1 by B1 by minus 2 by 4 and C1 by C2 is 0 by 3. So are you any relationship between these A1 by A2, B1 by 2? 1 by 3, 2 by 4, 0 by 20. We are not getting any relationship. The fractions are not equal, right? So what type of conclusion we can give here? We can take the conclusion this A2 not equal to 2. Okay, now anyhow C1 by C2 is also not equal. So this A1 by A2 ratio is not equal to B1 by A2, not equal to C1 by C2. So that's why we can take these two are unequal. Okay. So our conclusion is this A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So if such result if you got such result A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2, then you can easily guess the answer that graphical representation of this result is definitely intersecting lines only. Okay, na? So if you got this result, you can easily say that it's the intersecting lines. It's a intersecting lines in the sense it's a graphical representation. Algebraic interpretation in kodbodu exactly one solution. Algebraic interpretation exactly one solution or unique solution. So now just recall unique solution or intersecting lines, for that what type of ratios you will get? A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. For all intersecting lines, okay, you will get this fixed result, A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So just by looking the equation only, you can easily tell whether it is a intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident lines. Got the idea of the first situation, no? Now, let us move on to the second situation, example 2. Okay, example 2, that equation is 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. Then 4x plus 6y minus 18 is equal to 0. Now again, compare the ratio here. Compare the ratio. 2 by A1 by A2 is 2. Then B1 by B2, C1 by, then minus 9 by minus 18. Yes. Now look at this 1 second. Let us clear this one. Okay. Now you observe the situation. 2 by 4, 3 is 9 by minus 18. What type of equations you got actually? Ratio. In the simplified form, 1 by 2. 3 by 6 is 3 2s are 1 by 2. So here you are observing that here also 1 by 2, here also 1 by 2. So what you are observing actually equal to B1 by B2, that is equal to C1 by C2. So if you got this ratios, all the ratios are equal, such lines are called as coincident lines. What we call for that lines? Coincident lines. Okay. Coincident lines in the sense algebraic interpretation is infinitely many solution. Infinitely many solution. Okay. Now the last topic, from this I'll end the class. Okay. Because you have to join another one class now. Worry about this. We'll discuss this table. Okay. Last third example. So in that you just compare the ratio. A1 by A2 you got, and B1 by B2 you got 2 by 4. C1 by C2 you got 4 by 12. You are observing here actually. A2 1 by B2 simplify my 2 2s are 1 by A2 no 1 by 2. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. But 4 by 12 is not equal to 1 by 2. Andre now C1 by C2. In the third example, you got the result A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2. But these two values are not equal to the third ratio C1 by C2. Okay. Yes. Now see here, third condition you got A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. Then graphical representation is parallel lines. Then algebraic interpretation is no solution. So in this class, what you got actually? Intersecting lines in the sense exactly one solution. Coincident lines in the sense infinitely many solution. Parallel lines in the sense no solution. Right now? So now results at a time. A1 by A2 not equal sense, intersecting lines, graphical representation, unique solution. Then A1 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, then it is coinfinitely many solution. Then by A2 equal to B1 by equal to C1 by C2, that is parallel lines, no solution. So this is about today's class. Okay. Once again, in the tomorrow's class also, we'll recall these topics, whatever we discussed in this class. Okay. And so tomorrow we'll conclude this topic. Is that clear, students? Okay. Do you have any confusion regarding this? I'll send the notes part. You just copy that one. Okay. Whatever you have to write in fair notes, I'll send in your WhatsApp group. that work and come to school. Okay. Yes. Now stop. Do you have any doubts regarding this, students? Do you have any doubts? Only 35 students are there. Where are the others? I don't know actually. How they will learn these things, I don't know. Only 35 students in the class. Yes, no doubts, no? Okay, okay, students. No doubts, no doubts. Okay, once again, in tomorrow's class also, we'll discuss, we'll revise this topic and we'll move on to the further concepts. Okay. Yes, now already time is running. Now let us end the class for today because you have to attend one more class. No? Yes, students, we'll meet you in the next class. So we are ending our class.